Good afternoon guys. Today is the reveal of my new project car. A lot of you guys have seen this project car already, so sorry for those that have already seen it, but for those that haven't, I'm going to show you it today. Now, I've had many of these over the past year, and this one I feel very strongly is going to be a keeper, and I might explain a few reasons why as we digress into that video. But first of all, before the video starts, I want to wish all of you guys a very, very happy Christmas and a prosperous new year. I'm excited for the changes that are coming into the new year. A lot of them very, very massive indeed. The dynamics are changing, and I'll explain what that means into the new year. So just to say, I'm also going to be very quiet for quite a while, as a lot of these changes are happening quite quickly over a short amount of time. So you're not going to see much of me or hear much of me into the new year initially. Due in the next 2 weeks are the three following videos. This one you've seen. Also got the video of the massive head turners meet in London, and we've also got the urban exploring video, which was crazy as well. So that's the three that you're going to get to see between now and the 31st to keep you entertained over Christmas. But like I said, things are going to be quiet from me for now, and things will be happening and changing quite drastically in January. So I'm not going to let you wait any longer, and I want to get this done because I currently look like a bit of a twat. So here is the new project car for 2022. So I expect you're thinking, what the hell? So this, if you didn't know, is a Jaguar Xf. Shares the same body platform as a Mondeo, but I will tell you what, it's one hell of a different car to a Mondeo. But this is a Jaguar Xf. This is a quite rare variant of the car. It is a 3-litre petrol V6. They're very commonly used as the diesels, so it's a very rare variant. And I put this car up from Leicester. So I'm going to explain about this car, talk a little bit about it, what the plans are, and what I've done to it so far. This car here is called the Slipper. So you know, and I'm going to get called Grandad, so that's the name. So I'm now Grandad, and this is now the Slipper. So this has done 71,000 miles, which is very low for a 13-year-old car. I got it for an absolute steal from the gentleman I bought it from. I don't think they really recognise the value of this variant. So as I've said, if you currently look on Auto Trader, as it stands, there are about 300 XFs of this age available. But when you then translate that down into the 3-litre petrol V6s, there's only 15. So these are a super rare variant. They're also becoming more popular due to the fact that diesels are getting phased out, and these are becoming a more of an appreciated variant of the Jaguar Xf. So in ideal conditions, this car would sit somewhere between 6 and 7 grand in value, depending on a lot of variety of things. I've even done a check, and it sits around 5.5 as it currently stands, with the mileage as a recommended sales amount. I paid a wholesome £3,600 for this Jag. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around a few of the modifications that have been done, the visions for the car, and explain why I went for something like this. So there's 3 reasons why I went for this car. So number 1, I've always liked to be different in the car scene. As you know, I've always owned a vehicle that is either a very different vehicle, like this, you don't see them in the car scene, or a vehicle that's got something about it which is quite special. So that's the first reason. Second reason is I need to calm down. I need to calm down. In previous years, I've been a naughty boy, and I have been caught a few times being a little bit naughty. So this is an automatic. It's a comfortable cruiser that doesn't energise you or motivate you into wanting to drive it stupidly fast or race other people, which is some of the previous issues I was having with other vehicles. So that is reason 2. And then on to reason 3. The events we now do, and the way in which my life is progressing into next year, I'm going to be doing a lot of driving. So what that means for me is I want something that's going to be reliable and comfortable. Now this ticks both boxes. The engine itself is the most reliable of the engines they made for the Jaguar. All their petrols are fairly good, to be fair. Secondly, it's super comfy. We drove an all-round trip the other day of at least 8 hours, and that was Wales to Bristol, around Bristol to London, and then back to Bristol. That was a big trek, and this car did it all with ease, and I did it in the utmost comfort. I wasn't tired, I wasn't aching, I was in an array of comfort. good audio. It was just awesome. All four of us, we had a big evening in London, and we travelled there in some sort of style, but also in a lot of comfort. The sound system was awesome, and it was just a really good vibe. We got all the gear in the back. No one felt clumped or clossled or tired. So, you know, really, it's the ideal car for what I need at the moment. So I think the Jag Xf is a beautiful car, and I'm going to run you through some of the bits I've done so far. Then we'll talk about what the plans are in the future with the car, and I'll just run you through the interior as well, so you can have a little look. But all of the kind of the specs and the main bits about the vehicle, infotainment system, any work on it will come in future videos. This is just a little brief introduction to the vehicle, what's been done to it, and where we're at with it at the moment. Start off on the rear. So these wheels didn't come on the car. I will put a photo of the car in this video now, if I can find one, of course. With the stock wheels on, so you can see they were a multi-spoke set of 19s. So these are, I think they're like Cecilia, I think the name of them are. They are an XF wheel, but they have a completely different fitment to stock. So as we go down, we've got 8.5J on the front, which is on a set of 25mm spacers, and that sits pretty much perfect. So what I've made sure I've done is I've done the fitment first. I've organised the wheels and the spacers so they fit perfect, ready for when the lowering springs do go on. So that is the front wheel as such. Now the rear was on spacers on the old wheels, but is now sat as it is. Now the rear is a vibe, it is really looking good. Now these are 9.5J on the rear, so that's why they're stuck out like they are, and they are some wide boys. So that's the first thing I've done with the wheels. Now down the side you'll see that I've done the D-chrome, which I've began here, which I've also started around the back. Badges need to be sorted. Mirrors have been done. They're obviously chrome underneath. The side hasn't been done yet, that's still chrome, but that's going to go carbon fibre to match this. And as we progress around the front, we've got a D-chrome on the lower haunches, D-chrome on the washer jets. I put that on there, I think it looks quite cool, it goes with the whole theme. And then we've still got the chrome grille, which will soon be changing to something a little bit darker. So that's all the D-chrome so far. As you can see here, classic wind deflectors, goes in with the gloss black look, which is on the surround of the window. Big shout out, so first shout out of many in the video. Shogun Customs did the tints, you can see they did a really good job. And we've got 5% down the side, following through to the rear. Now this was a hard windscreen for him to do, rear screen for him to do. So he did a really good job of that, and that runs through both sides. So there's a lot more to come with him as well. Also, again, a big shout out, he also did the D-chrome. So if you look at the quality of the D-chrome he's done, yes, I do apologise, the car is a bit dirty. You can see he's done a glorious job with that. Onto the rear, which I think is the better looking part of the car. You can see we've got a quad exit on the Jag. It is a Backsbox delete, and it sounds damn incredible. So you can see there it's got a set of twin 3.5-inch tips, which suits really well with the back end of the car. Again, another big shout out to Shogun. He is going to be doing a sunstrip on here, although I might have a go myself. We're going to be doing a window on here and finishing off the rest of the car with potential more things happening in the future. So again, check out Shogun Customs. I'll put them here, ding 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 ding. Check out Shogun Customs for all of your wrap and tint work on your car. So that is the exterior of the Jag so far. So not too much has been done, but I've only had it just over a week. So into the interior we go. It's bleeping at me now. So this is the Kindle edition. It's got the kindling in there if you want to start a fire. I'm joking. It is fake wood, but you know what? I think it goes with the whole vibe of the car and the age of it. I quite like it. It's got this really nice, almost like chrome metallic finish on the mirrors there. The continuation through the dash, all the way down through here. Phone and round. It's a nice place to be. The seats are super comfortable. They're only the stock seats. They're the least comfortable ones on there. This has got a slight option over the factories. This has got the lumbar adjustment here. Although later models do have the leg as well, part in there too. And massage function. So we're not completely top spec, although specs wise we'll get to. Lovely Jaguar on the back, as you can see, the interior in the back. which is rather dark, is absolutely beautiful. So I'll run you through more about the car, the interior of the dashboard itself. It is super sweet, but I'll finish off the interior by letting you see the dials here, which are beautiful. So that, guys, marks the end of the video. Introduction for the Jag. Want to keep it short and sweet for you guys and not blur on for ages about all the specs and bits like that. So that is what's been done to the car so far, and that's where it stands in only just over a week's ownership, and there is a lot more to come. So the actual idea with the Jag for the first half of next year is to focus getting the Jag up to a standard I want it to be in the looks department, you know, doing the wraps, doing the tints, getting the right fitment, etc, etc. You know, we're probably going to get a few other little accessories on the car, maybe some lips and some other little bits, but nothing too crazy, because the car itself is quite good looking and doesn't have a lot of options, but doesn't need a lot of things on it to make it look a little bit different to the rest of the stock Jags going around. So with that all said, we will definitely be doing some more videos with the Jag as time progresses. I've already noticed a few things on the Jag that would be good videos to make, because this engine is very uncommon. There's not a lot of videos out there at all. I don't think I've even found a video on YouTube of how to change your bulbs, because it's slightly difficult on the passenger side in this car, as an example. So there's a lot of content to come with the Jag, and I am super excited to where it leads. Now, just to finish off, the actual aim of buying this car, or whatever car I got, is the second half of next year. We're going to do a base build on the Jag. So we're going to have a sub set up in the boot, and we are going to have a door build on the front doors. So that's going to be a while away yet. A lot of things have got to change in my life before I can look into transitioning into doing that. But as it currently stands, that is my 2008 slippery Jaguar Xf. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you into the new year with new content.